Welcome to my edible garden. In today's episode, I'll be showing you how I grew two different types of Mangetout pea varieties from seed, and I'll also be harvesting some. So let's get started, shall we? The first type of Mangetout that I grew is a green Mangetout named Norley. The second variety is a purple Mangetout called Pea Shiraz. I planted my seeds at the end of March and I directly sowed them into a tomato planter, and I also planted some out into some small planter pots. After 3 weeks, the seeds had started to germinate and started to make an appearance. I made a supporting trellis out of an old cot and left the peas to do their thing. We have growing up our purple Mangetout. So they're growing up this side and that side. On the opposite side here, we have green Mangetout plants. So again, they'll all be trellising up. Your plants will need supporting as these do climb. As you can see, they're climbing up the trellis, and I've staked some in order to give extra supports in between. By week 12, both Mangetout varieties were growing exceptionally well, and I continued to trellis them and thread them in and out of the bars on their support. By week 13, both varieties of Mangetout started to push out blossoms. Now this is what forms into the peas. A few days after flowering, the blossoms start pushing out their peas. So these are the purple Mangetout this side, and they've got Mangetout peas. The Mangetout peas are starting to push out, so once they flower, the Mangetout bean actually starts pushing out. So these are actually a Pea Shiraz variety. And by week 14, they were ready to start harvesting. Just look how big these ones are on the purple Shiraz. How beautiful are they? So we have a lot more in here. And down here we've got some too. So I'm going to go through these today and pick them. The green ones on this side are just starting to push out as well. As you can see, there's one there. And some flowers this side. They're all going to be pushing out green Mangetout this side. As you can see, there's one pushing out just there. And in between my courgette, or one of my courgette patches, I have some Mangetout grown as well, because they add nitrogen into the soil, which is very healthy for the courgettes. Also good for sweet corn if you want to do some companion growing. But these are the green Mangetout here, and I'm going to pick them today. So we've got some there, and I can see that we have some over here to get. I'm going to have to try and reach those. So we're going to harvest some green ones as well today. And these are all green Mangetout this side here. So I'm going to continue going through them and picking them. The green Mangetout, I've collected quite a fair bit already. I'll continue collecting those. Once you start harvesting, you'll notice more blossoms forming, and day after day, you'll go out and you'll just have so many more peas to pick. This is an absolute delicious variety, and I like to either eat them raw in salads when they're young, and if they get a little bit bigger, they're really tasty, fried up in a little bit of butter and garlic. If you haven't tried growing Mangetout, I would 100% recommend this variety, or these two varieties, I should say. So why not give it a shot yourself, grow some, and why not update me? Let me know. And if you've grown some in the UK, I'd love to know what varieties you've grown and what varieties you'd recommend. Now I've put together a growing timeline for you. Bear in mind that not everyone will have the same success rate. For example, a friend of mine who also tried to grow the same varieties didn't have a great success at germination, and they took longer to grow. There are many different reasons why that could be. For example, different areas, growing zones, different types of soil, weather conditions, numerous things. So don't be put off if you fail your first time round. Just have fun with it and learn as you go along. Thank you for watching this episode of My Edible Garden. In our next episode, I'll be harvesting some beetroot and carrots from our garden, and also be talking to you about how I grow them, where I grow them, and what varieties I like to grow. If you like this episode of My Edible Garden, make sure you click that subscribe button and also click the notification bell in order to stay notified when we upload new videos. Thank you for watching. Stay blessed.